Welcome to Mrbeefys Can of Pop News, or Beefy's Pop, whatever you want to call it. Either way, we're here to cover all kinds of pop culture news, whether it's comic book news, horror, video games, movies, who knows. Some good, some bad, some happy, some sad. Anyways, let's get on to the video. We got a lot of news to get into today, from Marvel to DC, all around. Anyways, let's start this off. Zack Snyder, he's doing some more teasing as if he's going to be able to return his universe. And I'm very, very curious on how this is going to really turn out, because Zack Snyder, he's one of those directors, you really love his movies or you really hate them. But during his little event he has with Frank Miller, he was asked if he was ever going to make a Dark Knight Returns movie, and he said, "When they let us." And right now, with the Warner Brothers and Paramount merger and all that stuff going on, there were rumors going around that Zack Snyder, Ben Affleck, along with some other producers or directors, were being eyed to take over for James Gunn and Peter Safran. And I just don't understand this, because when Zack Snyder, whenever he was in charge originally, people hated all of the shit he was doing. Do y'all not remember Man of Steel, Batman v Superman? And I can't blame him for the Justice League, because he was able to fix that. But Man of Steel and BVS, they were shitted on a lot. And people were not digging his dark take with Superman and Batman, taking people out, killing people. I just don't understand now why all these people are like, yeah, restore the Snyderverse. And if we all go back to the third act that he revealed, then really his plans for the next few movies, they were kind of ass. Some of it was good. There were some entertaining parts. But, Batman being the father, I think, with Lois Lane's baby, I just think that was weird. And some of the things that he did, I think, were just odd choices. So I just don't get why everybody is all of a sudden glazing Snyder. I think James Gunn, I think what he's done with Superman was awesome, and with a few more movies, he would get things going a little bit more consistently. But who knows what's going to go on with this merger. And Zack Snyder just can't leave the Justice League alone, or the DCU, because during this event, somebody also yelled out, "We want Justice League too." And Snyder, he just didn't sit quietly. He responded, "They're all effed up." So don't forget that part. Pause. I mean all the characters, Taking a slight little jab, it seems like, at the current heads of DC. It's going to be wild if Zack Snyder ends up getting back control and reins of the DCU, and then watch everybody start shitting on him and hating on him again. Oh, it's too dark. Oh, they're too violent. Just remember that. Anyways, let's jump over to the other side of the pond, the MCU. Daredevil Born Again Season 3 is done filming, and with that, we have a list of what looks like returning characters, and this pretty much, honestly, it says a lot. It kind of gives us an idea that Season 3 is really going to be Defenders .2 or Defenders 2.0. Anyways, the casting list shows we got Matt Murdock, Wilson Fisk, Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, Iron Fist, Karen Page, Bullseye, who they just did an amazing job with. This one is shocking. Elektra. Elodie Young has been seen on set and has been, she's been, I guess, doing some media because she's spoken about it once or twice already. John Bernthal is back as Punisher. We also got Vanessa Fisk back, and that's only going to be in flashbacks. We'll never get the Sun storyline. And then it says Royce. All in all, Daredevil Season 3 just looks stacked. It looks amazing. I can't wait to see what they do with it. I hope they try to fix the Muse character. I don't know how they can, but they wasted that one. Maybe they can fix it in this next season. It does say later on at the bottom of this article that there will be other supervillains from the MCU possibly returning here. And now Deadpool, he's back, the Merc with the Mouth. We have an update. Speaking about returning and things that we could expect in the next movie or so, he says there really are a few deep cuts I think are missing from the movies. I think there's a few deep cuts from some of the comics. There's stuff upcoming. There eventually will be another Deadpool. The only question is, are we going to see Deadpool in Doomsday or Secret Wars before that next movie? Now, let's talk about Doomsday. The trailer just dropped today. There's 10 things that are really sticking out here, maybe a little bit more, but right off the bat, the Xavier School looks destroyed. It makes me wonder what happened in this timeline to the X Mansion. Is something like this, was this over time? Did this happen all of a sudden? And the next thing is Robert Downey Jr. as Doom. Sounds like he might be putting on an accent for Doom. I don't know how I feel about this. Doom has had an accent before. I think I can roll with it. It just depends on how it lands. Then we also get to see Fantastic Four. They made it, obviously, to the MCU perfectly fine. We didn't see, Doom arrive with them, but we know that they're there. And it also seems that Thor is the leader now. I guess he's the leader of this current iteration of the Avengers. And while Thor is leading the original Avengers, or this iteration of them, it does make me wonder about the other ones. It seems like the other characters are going to be doing more action sets and more action pieces than the actual Avengers. We've seen Namor, we've seen, Wakandans, we've seen the Fantastic Four. The core Avengers aren't really there, aren't really, front and center. And the whole mutants that are being introduced, is this just for their universe, or is this going to have a bigger ramification to the current MCU? We also finally get to see Loki confirmed from the leaks at Steve Rogers' house with a TVA card that he gives him and lets him know about the issues he's causing being there. Some little teases from the comics, it looks like. We also got Namor and Sue. They have some banter towards each other. That's going to be great. If you know the comics, if you know the show, anything like that, then you know that there's always a relationship between them. There's a connection. And with Reed's there, I'm sure it's going to be pretty funny, pretty witty banter, especially with them having a kid already established. Dr. Doom, we finally see him in the trailer, and he does something pretty amazing. I mean, homie is really just trying to steal the movie. He stops Thor's hammer with 2 fingers. So I'm very curious how they're going to integrate Doom. He's not worthy, obviously. It's going to be magic that plays into this effect. Is Doom going to be Sorcerer Supreme level with magic, or is he going to be a noob at it? I can't wait to see how they address that. And while they didn't directly say what's the issue, this actually does confirm that Steve Rogers is the cause of the issue. He's the problem. It's kind of rich that Captain America is causing the problems. But yeah, that's pretty much, this trailer just confirmed all of that. It's been a hell of a day for news. Damn, let me know below, what did you guys think? The video's coming to an end. Thank you once again for giving me your time, and thank you for the comments and everything else. As usual, have a great day. It's all about attitude. There is no progress without struggle, so stay in there. I've been your host, Mr. Beefy, and you've all been fantastic.
Sit back and listen to the beef.